Okay, welcome everyone. So today is going to be a shoulder day. So, well, if this is your first time watching, I'm currently on a lean bulk, and that's how the series is called, the lean bulk. So basically I'm eating in a very small caloric surplus, and I'm going to do that for many months for the future. So again, I'm going to keep everything very clean. My diet is super clean, and I'm going to talk about my diet today because I want to keep like every single episode of this series like fresh. By the way, I did some cardio, that's why I'm kind of out of breath, and yeah, I'm breathing so heavy. So yeah, I'm going to be doing cardio on my lean bulk, keep everything very clean. The cardio I'm currently doing is like a higher intensity cardio, like bodyweight step-ups on a flat bench. The flat bench is not that like ultra high, but it's also high enough that if you do that like for 5 minutes, I usually for a little bit over 5 minutes I can complete like 100 step-ups with my body weight. Current body weight is like 89 kilograms at the moment, so probably 195 pounds. Now, what I'm going to be doing on my lean bulk is that I'm going for a pound of weight gain every single month. So yeah, I'll be realistic. I probably won't be able to gain more muscle than that. But if you actually do the math, that's like 12 pounds of muscle in a year. And to be honest, at the level I am at currently, I don't believe that's realistic, right? So realistically, I'm probably going to gain like 5 to 6 pounds of muscle in a year if I don't do if I keep bulking. If I keep that small caloric surplus over time, I'll probably be able to gain like 4 to 5, maybe even 6 pounds of muscle if I train very hard, which I'm going to do, obviously. And yeah, that's the plan. Honestly, the more experience I gain, the more I figure out that you don't need a lot of calories to gain weight, but your macronutrient breakdown is going to be very important. So obviously protein has to be high. Again, follow the guidelines, 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, or you can go a little bit higher and consume like a gram of protein per pound of body weight. So for my weight, 195 pounds, I'm going to consume like approximately 195 grams of protein every single day, or maybe even a little bit more, but I'm good at that protein intake. I don't need more. It's plenty of protein. But the second very important macronutrient is going to be your healthy carbs, so I'm going to keep them very clean. I'm not a fan of dirty bulking anymore, so when you speed up the weight gain, you gain mostly body fat, honestly, so there's no point in gaining more weight, seriously. And if you don't gain weight too fast, you're going to thank me. You're going to thank yourself that you didn't gain these 5 pounds in a month or two. Realistically, you're not going to reach that physique. Well, it depends on what physique you're going after, but if you want my physique, that's going to take you a few years of just bulking. And again, you don't have to gain fat, you can just keep it very clean. Let's say you start at 12% body fat, 12, 13, 14, and you do that lean bulk for a year. Well, you don't have to gain any body fat, and then you can do a cut, a few month long cut, and you can get down to 11%, right? 10, and you can stay there and you don't have to gain body fat, but you have to keep a track of your calories, so track your calories obviously, and keep everything very clean, so don't consume a lot of fat on your diet. If you consume fat, keep it very healthy, like the unsaturated fats like walnuts, sunflower seeds, different seeds and nuts. And don't eat fried food, obviously that's the obvious one. Don't eat fried food, right? When you go for like the your protein sources, they have to be lower in fat. So go for the chicken breast, the turkey breast. Eat eggs, right? Eat them. Don't fry your eggs, okay? Don't eat butter. That's obvious, right? Eat more fruits and veggies. If you want your food to taste a little bit better, well, use some salt. Don't throw in a bunch of oils and butter. You don't need the fats, honestly. You just need the right amount of healthy fats, and you can actually get them from oats. But again, I like the sunflower seeds and walnuts. I like healthy fats, so make sure that you consume some at least 50 grams of healthy fats every single day from healthy sources. Again, different seeds and nuts, oats, chicken breast. Avoid the saturated fat, okay? You don't need that, it's bad for you. The unsaturated fat is very healthy. That's what you need, and you actually need some healthy fats to help with the certain absorption of vitamins like vitamin E, vitamin A, so we need that. We need that, vitamin D also. So yeah, we need that, and I want to keep my diet very clean. I usually eat chicken breast cooked with white rice or brown rice. Also, I throw in a bunch of vegetables like broccoli, spinach, carrots, and I just use salt. I just use salt, nothing more than that. I don't see the need, and I also like oats with low fat milk or zero fat milk. I just bought some. I want to show you that too. What else? Well, I eat a lot of bananas, watermelon, just different fruits like apples, for example. Again, my diet is very simple. It's kind of boring for most of you, but it's very effective, and that's why it works. Alright? It tastes good enough for me that I'm not going to overeat like large amounts of calories. So, and that's the point. About my shoulder workout today, I'm going to show you my workout. I'm only going to show you like probably 2 sets of each exercise. And yeah, I'm just going to show you my workout, but I already told you that I want to keep my volume on the lower side to help with recovery. I'm also training very hard, so you can copy my training. Okay, well, what else? Again, I told you that I'm currently on a lean bulk. About my body part split, I decided that I'll stick to only once a week, right? I'll be training each muscle once a week. Keep my sets 6 to 8 sets for a muscle. So it's going to be a chest day, arm day, back day, shoulder, leg day. I'll probably take like 2 days off, just train a weak point on Saturday or maybe even Sunday. And yeah, I mean, I don't have like a specific day for each body part, but my goal is to just train each muscle once a week. Okay, well, let's start eating, and after my workout I might show you my post-workout meal. And now let's lift some weights. It's time for my shoulder workout. I want to start with a side delt exercise with dumbbells, so we're going to isolate the side delts. So I picked the best exercise for the side delts, the dumbbell lateral raises. Now I'm going to do 3 sets. If you want to copy my training program, you can do that. It's going to work for everyone. beginners, intermediates, advanced lifters. Now for advanced lifters they might have weak points, so you have to keep that in mind, but if you just want to grow your shoulders, that's going to work. So I'm going to do 3 sets. The rep range is going to be the 12 to 20. I want you to be doing the exercise with full range of motion and good form. I'm only going to show you like 2 sets of each exercise, because what's the point in showing you the same thing over and over again? I used to do that, so I think that people get bored watching the same thing. Okay, second set of my lateral raises. Again, don't use very heavy weight on this exercise. We're going for that full range of motion and perfect form to stimulate the side delts. No need to go heavy. Pick the right weight for you. I'm advanced enough to use the 10 kg dumbbells. You might have to stick to a lighter weight, and that's perfectly fine. I used to ego lift the 25-pound dumbbells. It's 12.5 actually, but I can go as high. And now my second exercise is going to be the big compound movement. That's going to work the whole shoulder girdle. That's going to be one of the best shoulder builders of all time, the barbell upright row. Again, I'm going to do 3 sets of this exercise. I'm using shoulder width grip, and I'm going to be lifting the 40 kilograms. All sets I take to failure on small isolation exercises. Second set of my barbell rows. Now I'm going to grip the barbell a little bit wider, and to be honest, my forearms are still, and the biceps are still sore from my biceps from my arm workout yesterday, because I went very hard on the hammer curls. So something to think about. I just need to get used to the hammer curls, it seems. Yeah, it feels a little bit better. Set. And now for my front delts, I'll be doing the dumbbell front raises. I believe this is one of the best exercises for complete shoulder development. Because a lot of people underestimate their front delts. They believe that the pressing that they do is more than enough. I'm going to have to disagree with that. I believe there are benefits in isolating the front delts, and to be honest, it's not about isolation, it's about just training every function of the muscles. I believe that's beneficial. It's not about isolating anything. Again, clean form. Copy my form, the way I perform the exercise. I don't cheat. And I train hard. Okay, that's more than enough. Second set. I hope that you're enjoying the vlogs. If you do, please don't forget to click that like. I'm really going to appreciate that. So I'll keep these videos uploaded every single day. Keep in mind, only hard sets are going to stimulate muscle growth, and only hard sets are going to make this program work. So keep that in mind. Hard sets are what makes the difference. So you have to keep that in mind and train hard. Take the sets to failure when it's safe to take the sets to failure, and do limit sets. Take the sets very close to failure on certain exercises like the bench press, on which you can't train failure, it's not safe, or on the barbell back squat, it's not safe. So do hard sets. My final exercise for today's workout is going to be for air delts. So on this exercise, again, just like any other shoulder exercise, I see a lot of people, they use a very heavy weight, more than they can actually handle. So what usually happens is that when they use a certain weight that they're not strong enough to lift for the full range of motion, obviously they reduce that range of motion. So in turn, when you do a partial rep, you're not really working certain fibers of that muscles that you want to hypertrophy. So you get less muscle growth, less gains, less muscle stimulation. So usually that's going to be the full range of motion, right? Well, all of people are going to do that with a heavier weight, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because all of people push progressive overload at all cost, but they don't get the idea that it's not the progressive overload that's the driver of hypertrophy. It's progressive overload is actually a sign of muscle growth. it's evidence of hypertrophy. So you have to think about that. I'll probably make a video about the topic, so let me do my set. Okay, 15 clean reps. I'm all about 4 range of motion, clean form. It works like this is how you build the muscles. You don't cheat. You only cheat yourself, honestly. If you think that you're driving more muscle growth, you're wasting your time. Okay, it's time for my post-workout meal. It's going to be oats with zero fat milk and a bunch of bananas. Let me show you. Yeah, great stuff. Okay, let's give it a try. It's not bad. Yeah, it's good. So it's been a while since I last showed you what I eat, so yeah, I'm probably going to do a full day of eating very soon. But again, it's not going to be an everyday thing. Instead, it's going to be something special that I'm going to do occasionally. Let's say like 2 full days of eating vlogs every single month. I can do that. So yeah, I'm hungry now. So oats, something that I eat every single day, or at least 3 to 4 times a week. It's a great food for both bulking and fat loss. And I love it. I'll be honest, I love oats. Oatmeal is my favorite. With milk. I'm just going to enjoy my post-workout meal. About my shorter workout, it went good. I'm happy with my performance. Now, at the level I am at, don't expect to see like weekly progress. But I hope that you're going to follow my journey, so you can do the same program. Honestly, it's going to be something like Rich Piano's Bigger by the Day. I once wanted to do some bulking series, but I always like stop for some reason. I believe I'm too focused on the number of views, and that's why. But if I stop focusing so much on the views and just enjoy the experience. I think I'll be successful, and that's what I want to do. Even if only 50 people watch this vlog, I'll be happy. Honestly, up to this point, my YouTube channel has been kind of successful, not the best, but I was getting decent amount of views, and recently my channel has started to decline, and I get it. I'm not always going to improve. Sometimes things are going to get hard, but if I give up, I'm never going to succeed. So I actually gave up for a while. Right when you stopped seeing like consistent uploads like every day, that's when I actually gave up. And yeah, I don't think that's not the way. It's the same with lifting and building your body. It doesn't get easy. Actually, you have to improve all the time. It gets harder. And usually, a lot of people stop their fitness journey when they don't see the results instantly, and that's a bad mindset to have, because you have to be consistent for a long time to see results. If you think that you want to live for a few months and just reach that goal, unless that goal is very easy to achieve, that's the only expectation. Like, you don't have like very hard goal to achieve. If you want to just want to gain a little bit of muscle, burn a little bit of fat, you can do that, but even that is going to take time. It's going to take hard work and consistency, and to keep that you have to keep training. You're not just going to stop and maintain. But yeah, it was my weakness that I gave up. But now, looking back, I actually appreciate the amount of views that I was getting, because right now I don't get any. But that's fine. Again, as long as I'm consistent, I will succeed. And that's the mindset that you need to have. Okay, just finished with my post-workout meal. Belly's full. Yeah, okay, let's see. Okay, you know what? I want to show you how I eat watermelon in one of the future episodes of the Lean Bulk series. I promise. I'll do that. Just make sure that you consistently watch the series, because in this series you're going to learn a lot about nutrition and training, sleep, recovery, supplementation, and just everything about fitness and building great body and getting stronger, just reaching all of the fitness goals. And we can do that together. And my goal is to release 100 episodes of this series, and that's the goal. And this time I don't want to give up, and I don't have to make this series perfect, right? Because in the past I always tried to make certain things perfect. Obviously nothing can be perfect, but I tried to do that, and I believe it was a big mistake, and it actually cost me. And this time I don't care about perfection, I care about progression, and I will go for 100 episodes, okay? I want to be consistent, so yeah, hopefully I can do that. I might skip a day or two, but 100 episodes, that's the goal. Okay, so I'm just going to end the vlog right now. Again, please like the video, and actually offer online personal training and custom training programs. You can contact me on my email that I'm going to leave down in the description. You can also contact me on my Instagram. It's up to you. So again, thanks for watching. See you in the next episode.